everyone, I'm Jacob. I play Tithla. She's a ranger. Tithla's in Barovia because she's tagged along with some friends and somebody needs to look after them.
Hello, I'm Josh, and I shall be playing Killian Maxwell, a elf celestial warlock who has been travelling around Barovia for a little while and has joined up with the Tempest Guild to try and find his place.
G'day, my name's Tom. I'm playing Jonor, the Aasimar divination wizard. He is here to find the best and the worst of this world, and he's doing it with a bit of naivety and optimism.
Hello, I am Raph, and I'm playing Styx, who is a Gloomforged Paladin, on the journey of rediscovering themselves, quite literally, in the land of Barovia.
Hi, I'm Ash. I play Axel, the gnome fighter, and I'm a master of the shield and a master with Trident.
Hi, I'm Matt. I'm playing Blood Gorson, Path of the World Tree Barbarian.
Hi, I'm Haz, and I'm playing the character of Theodore Ursa, Satyr, Circle of the Moon Druid.
And I'm Owen, the Dungeon Master of our Curse of Strahd 5th edition campaign. A warning, gentle viewer. Curse of Strahd is a horror-themed Dungeons & Dragons campaign, which means you may hear adult language or adult themes throughout this episode. Hello, everybody. Hello there, and welcome back to the Lost Archives. It is wonderful to see your gorgeous faces. We are back. We are playing our premiere horror D&D campaign, The Curse of Strahd. We ended on a little bit of a cliffhanger last week, having a few pathways ahead of them, but party now face a bit of a choice. So I won't keep you too long with some announcements and things behind the scenes. We want to jump straight back in as quickly as possible. Super quick apology. Unfortunately, Raph can't make it here tonight. He's got a family thing going on, so he won't be joining us. I will play the character of Styx. For those of you who are watching on Twitch or watching on YouTube, you will see Haz's face below me grayed out. He is here. He's just had to go pop off and make sure his baby is happy, make sure that they're having a good sleep. He will be rejoining us again very, very shortly. So super exciting to be jumping back in with that. The only other fun announcement I have to share is that we have more episodes of Baldur's Gate 3. We are coming up to probably the final few episodes of that, I'd say. So if you haven't started watching that, I do thoroughly recommend it. We've had a lot of fun. It is increasingly becoming unhinged as we play through. As the story becomes more serious, it's weird. Having a party of only bards has resulted in us taking none of it seriously, and it's become very unhinged, more unhinged than I was expecting. It's been a lot of fun though. So I do thoroughly recommend it if you wanted to sit back, relax for an hour or two each episode and just listen to some people really just go off the deep end in character. It's a lot of fun. We've gotten dumber over time. I fully agree with that, Foxtrot. Spot on. Cool, that's the only fun announcements. Let me do a recap and get us into the episode. The Tempest Adventuring Guild, a name now legendary across the lands of Nostea. Oh, that's not the right one. I'm reading the wrong one. Sorry. Wow. Our series has been following the adventures of the Tempest Adventuring Guild, Theo, Jonor, Tithla, Styx, Killian, and new allies Blood and Axel. Having become trapped within the realm of Barovia while searching for some missing adventurers, the team have gathered allies and now prepare to take the fight to Strahd and Sergei directly. With the daunting task of slaying a higher vampire and a lich weighing heavily on the team's mind, when the opportunity to kick back and relax for a single night offered itself in the form of a festival in Vallaki, many of the party leapt at the chance. However, not all of the party was so carefree. The news that Savonk had brought regarding an imminent attack from Sergei's undead horde seriously disturbing Jonor, Axel, and Killian in particular. Taking the threat seriously, the team did what they could to prepare, warning Captain Amelia and Burgomaster Ismark, as well as evacuating the town of Barovia. This feat accomplished through Theo making an agreement with Strahd. Back in Vallaki, Theo caught up with Sen and Grinner, while Jonor and Axel stepped aside so that Jonor could use his divination magic to check up on the Abbey and the team's various allies there. Wanting to also check up on the missing adventurers, Jonor used the crystal ball stolen from Castle Ravenloft to try and find them, the scrying spell revealing one had become a vampire spawn under Strahd's control, the other now a zombie in Sergei's army. Styx, meanwhile, had been assessing the town's defenses with Blood and Axel, realizing that Sergei might in fact be targeting Kresk and the Abbey. Returning to the others to warn them, the team were divided on how to proceed, discussing the possibility of attempting to travel to the Abbey fast enough. However, Jonor's divination had also revealed that Sergei had sent undead into Vallaki as a way of ensuring attention was diverted away from their strike point, the risk posed by these creatures far too great to simply leave. Luckily, the were-ravens of the Martikov family were able to help, their magic allowing for the team to warn the abbot of the impending danger and buy the team time before the assault on the abbey could commence. Theo immediately transformed into the form of a giant eagle and began carrying Styx above the town, his paladin's divine sense active to try and locate the undead threat within the walls. Tithla, meanwhile, had run off to place with some of the children in Vallaki, stumbling across what appeared to be bones hastily buried in a small courtyard. Emerging from a nearby home, a tall, gaunt figure approached Tithla and the children, ordering them to leave in a rather threatening manner. Suddenly, Styx dropped from the sky onto the figure, his holy powers revealing it as one of the undead. Together, Tithla, Theo, and Styx were able to destroy the undead creature before it could call to its fellows, the rest of the party rushing over to assist. The team faced a challenging fight, the Death Shepherds able to reanimate their fallen. However, their combined efforts eventually overwhelmed their enemies, destroying the final undead and removing the threat from Sergei against Vallaki. With Strahd's vampire spawn still on their way to the town, but destined to have an unexpected rendezvous with the Revenant Knights of the Silver Dragon, and Sergei's forces many hours away from the Abbey, the team now have a brief opportunity to revel at the festival. Alrighty, we jump straight back in. Jonor, Axel, Tithla, Blood, Killian, and Theo. All of you had just left the side alleyway, the townhouse that had housed these undead shepherds, these death shepherds, where they had been sort of hiding away as their base of operations. Heading back out into the main street, you can see that as night has begun to fall, the town has lit up. Torches burn on every street corner, freestanding, some of them even affixed to the sides of buildings, banners high in the air, and the sound of music echoing through the streets, filtering through above the chit-chat and susurrus of noise. What would you all like to do?
If I may just make a correction. I believe
Yes.
Tithla has already sprinted away from the group.
You were trying to hunt down sorry, let me rephrase that. You were trying to locate the children that you'd been playing with before,
Yeah,
correct?
in some sort of menacing fashion. Some call it hunting.
Yeah, because you had been concerned previously, like a few minutes ago, that they had seen the undead. You're not so sure that they did. The figure that kind of approached you and the children initially was wearing the guise, the illusion of a person. What they did see, though, was Styx dropping out of the sky and crushing the figure before they sprinted off screaming.
Yeah, if anything, that seems more frightening.
It was pretty scary, yeah.
I'm sure we'll run into them as we achieve the revelry portion of the evening.
Perfect. So, as you head out so you just take off at a sprint, really leaving the rest of the party behind. Draco coming with you, is that the plan?
I assume somebody calls out and stops Tithla, but unless they do, then she starts sprinting, running.
Tithla, please stay here. It is,
Why?
Because the children are fine. We'll see. They'll be at the festival where we are heading anyway.
Have you been the revelry?
No, that is what you do at the festival. The festival is the event. The revelry is the activity. And
I thought you were festive at a revelry.
I mean, I guess you could be, but in this case, we are being revelrous at the festival.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I'm still learning. I've never been to a party before.
I mean, really? We had one at the Wizards of Wine, and I mean, it was just you, me, and some woodland critters, but we did have a solstice evening in the woods one time.
Yeah, but I've never been to a party with people.
I mean, again, you had your milk with the Martikovs, and we all had fun. There was Sen and
any
that
of
vampire
those
lady
people?
that Jonor called a wench.
Oh, that party. Yeah, no, parties are fun.
Oh yeah, she's
Right.
really really nice, that young lady.
For a wench, you mean?
Tithla, you also
that's
would
a
have.
definition.
There would have been harvest festivals in your village, like celebrations of the winter and summer solstice, celebrations of the harvest being brought in. There
Yeah,
would
but
have.
Tithla was also
The
always
annual
a
Goblin
little
effigy burning.
What was that? Sorry, Jake.
Tithla was always a little ostracized for being a goblin, even though her parents tried to include her, but she
Okay, sure.
was never fully involved.
Okay, yep. No dramas. Yeah. In that case, then, yeah, I mean, the chance to run amok in this town, Tithla, the
Okay, I'll
festival.
No one actually said that to you. Fourth wall break and Tithla sprint off.
This is
Okay,
just your
fine, I'll
subconscious.
stop. I'll come back. My subconscious is telling me to run.
It just said the opportunity to run amok is tempting. Was the end of that sentence.
In due time, Tithla, I think we need to
Fine.
But Theo, before trying to shepherd everyone to the party, we would like to make a quick check on if we can see who owns this villa that a bunch of death shepherds were just loitering in.
Yeah, so as you have a bit of a look outside, a number of the other nearby townhouses look to be semi-abandoned. The interior of this one looks the same. The family name that is written on the postbox has been worn away and scratched out. The only sort of letters you can make out towards the end are KROV, but no other information. The front of it has been completely worn away. It looks like this part of the town has been kind of left uninhabited. Do you want to make me an investigation or a perception check? See if there's anything else you can pick up, Theo.
Sure. I mean, perception's a lot better, but I feel like it is very investigating.
I'll give you a hand. Maybe we can look over the other side of the doorway or the side of the entrance.
You know, I'm going to roll perception. It didn't matter.
Cool. I was going to say, it probably does matter.
Did it not come through?
It hasn't come through, but that's okay.
It was a 2.
A 2? Is that a natural 1?
No. It was plus 9, so 11. But
11 total. Okay, that's good to know, because 11 is very different to 2.
My little comment there was to give him help, really.
Yeah, that's all good. You can roll with advantage there. I thought that was with advantage for a second, and I was like, holy shit.
Look, just despite me saying that I was going to roll the investigation because it seemed
27
appropriate.
For the second.
I checked and it was a +0, and I just really didn't want the +0.
That's okay.
Yeah,
We'll take the 27 with Jonor's help. As you have a look, it looks like some of the other letters, you can't make them all out, but you can make out that there is also, so KROV with the final 4 letters of this, there is an M, an A, and an S, something else, and then KROV. So it looks like this is a very old, worn family name. Looking at the surrounding buildings, yeah, there are layers of dust as you look in through the windows upon the buildings in here. You know from speaking with Ismark previously that the town of Vallaki has lost large numbers of its population underneath the previous burgomaster, who would just burn people alive.
What else are you going to burn?
Yeah, so it looks like these are houses that have yet to be reclaimed.
Well, good thing I brought a whole town worth of people here earlier this evening.
Yeah, I mean, look, if you're looking to repopulate, there's a lot of space for these people, for sure. But yeah, looking over at Theo, you're pretty confident these aren't actively...
Abandoned house, I just wanted to make sure that it wasn't like a known person's house that they'd been smuggled into.
Yeah.
Because that would potentially lead us more towards the betrayal.
It definitely looks like this is an abandoned house that they've just opportunistically moved into. They could have easily picked any of the other houses from what you can see. How they got in, it doesn't look like they've burrowed up from the floor or dug through anywhere. You're not quite sure how they got in.
They look like people, so they could have just walked in the front, really.
Exactly, yeah. Possibly
I took them in myself through the tree from Barovia.
Yeah, that is possible, for sure. Yeah.
I relay all that to the team. Look, I don't see any cause for alarm. Now, I think we can all agree it is time to go watch over this festival, make sure nothing bad happens, and be seen enjoying ourselves for the betterment and morale of
You're right. We need to watch over this. I think we should take positions up outside of the walls. We should all be
we need a much closer view, like perhaps at the stalls, in the stalls. The ale could need testing, perhaps.
But see, that plan doesn't need to happen anymore because we've resolved the threat from within the town. Now it's just external threats. So there's no need to pretend to be in the town anymore.
Do we know that for certain?
No, we do not. I mean, you were the one who said for certain, but no, we do not. We should probably go with... I mean, more to the point, like I said, if we don't make a decent showing of this, there's a fair chance the count will kill me. But I do have a plan on that front. Hear me out. I know we need to get to Krez, but so step one, we go to the festival, have a bit of a good time, be seen, make sure that it's suitably loud and boisterous, make sure Ismark is safe, everything's running well. We know that he is on the way here and should hopefully be intercepted by our friends of the White Dragon. I will then head out, inform him as a courtesy that we took care of this threat at Vallaki, but the main threat is going to Krez, and that Sergei is thus unguarded. I'll make him the offer that we will take care of this threat at Krez. We will go protect Krez. Meanwhile, he and whatever forces he has left can go get squashed at the Amber Temple by Sergei, and then we've achieved our goal of weakening both sides, and then we go in to the Amber Temple after Krez and mop up whatever or whoever is remaining. Sound good?
Can I be honest?
No?
Okay. Can I tell the truth, though?
Also no?
Can I tell you something that may or may
You
not?
can say whatever it is that you want to say, so long as you agree with me.
Oh, I can agree. I just tuned out.
Oh, good.
So did Blood.
But that sounds great. We got a
Blood
party now.
will watch ale.
Yes, the ale could be poisoned, and we should probably all at least try to sample it just to make sure
Yes.
it is good.
Blood will
I don't
sample
trust those
lots of
market
ale.
gloves. The wine could also be poisoned. We should probably taste that too.
Oh, Blood will sample wine as well. Yes.
Amen.
I agree with the parts where we kill Strahd and Sergei.
Oh yeah.
Oh, he doesn't. He wouldn't say that. Where he says we kill the count and the other one. Sorry, he wouldn't say that.
I agree with the parts where we kill them both.
I
The
Yeah.
brothers must die.
That too.
All right.
Yeah.
So shall we head to the festival? Killian, I know you are very anxious to get to Krez, but and you can take the Mad Mage Express while I go out to talk to our dear chum from the castle, and I will fly myself back to Krez because I'm airborne. So you can get there ASAP via the Victor Express. All I ask is that we spend a couple of hours at the festival so that when I rock up to talk to him, he doesn't immediately kill me for abandoning the festival. Yes?
Killian isn't there. I left at the end of the last session.
What do you mean you left at the end of the last session?
Yeah.
And why did you stop me before I had the whole monologue?
Yeah.
No, it's a monologue. That was dialogue. Charlie was a monologue.
You say that, turn around, Killian's not there.
Okay.
Killian, where are you?
Where is?
I thought about going to see Victor, and then I thought, hang on a minute, everybody else needs a way to get there if anything happens. So I'm going to go see Madame Ava.
Cool. Fantastic. Nope, that's great news for me. That's brilliant. I'm excited about that. We're going to come back to you in a minute, though, Killian.
That's saying that you didn't actually leave, that you were going to leave. So
Then I left.
I'm perfectly happy with you heading over to Madame Ava. For me, there's a lot of fun I can have with that. So please feel free to head over to Madame Ava.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do.
Would
It
you
means-
stuck around to listen to Theo talk
Chat
about the
before
plan and
taking
then-
off.
Or would you just pissed off?
It's like 30 seconds of your life. Yeah.
He goes before then because he seems like less of a dick then because you said about your life being in danger. He's like, okay.
I'm happy for you to make your way over to Madame Ava and miss Theo's quick little brief, because there's something very funny I get to do if you head to Madame Ava. You're not going to find it funny, but I'm going to.
Directly to Killian, and then where is Killian?
He was here just a moment ago. He was just standing.
He went that way.
Styx just points down the main road towards the western gate.
Also, Killian already at party.
So, okay, I guess he was eager to get that part over with. Shall we head there now?
Yes.
We'll go to the party. But you did mention, is this place safe? I wanted to check around all parts of this, the perimeter and the markets, just get a look at any other people in disguise. So I'm just going to take a bit of a wide berth around everyone, but don't mind me.
Sorry, Jonor, are you sure you don't need to go have a nap?
Not yet.
You sure?
I might later.
It just seems like something's about to happen, so it seems like it's probably time for you to have a nap.
I was definitely thinking about it. So.
Whether you want to use a full strike or I could use Styx's.
You go, Theo. What was that?
Sorry, you guys were all breaking up. I think I'm back now. Jonor, if you wanted to, I could. I'm evidently still a giant eagle. If I could fly you with your true sight, or Styx with his detect undead vision as a aerial view of the Vallaki, do a quick.
Take me up, Theo. Let's go for a fly.
You did promise a dramatic entrance into the festival, so you had all been invited to go and stand on the main stage for the opening of the festival, which looks like it is imminent, if not already beginning. Perfect. Jonor, you climb onto Eagle Theo's back as you take off.
I will grab Jonor in my claw and put, Tithla up onto my back.
Okay.
Hey,
Okay.
I think I can carry those two.
Yeah, Tithla's pretty light.
Awesome. Wide berths that looks like it is,
I get them to head to the festival to meet us there, and then begin flying Jonor around as he directs.
Perfect. And Blood and Axel, straight towards the drinks.
I think the three of us, the muscle, should just march down.
Yeah.
Perfect, Amundo.
Blood, what are you thinking of testing tonight? What's your drink of?
Oh, you know, the mead and the ale and the wine and the spirits and all of it. Yeah.
But how are you going to know which one poisoned you if you have them all? What's the best one?
Think real hard about which one he maybe got poisoned by. Yes.
Oh, that's a bad plan. Let's see how that goes for you.
Okay. I try.
Perfect.
That is so good.
It's pretty good. Blood and Axel, as you make your way down through the streets, you can see that the entire population of Vallaki, as well as a fair portion of the population of Kresk and all of the Barovians that Theo brought through his portal, are out in force. This is the most life you have seen since coming to Barovia. Blood, this kind of reminds you a little bit of the Festival of the Rising Wave, a annual tradition in Drifthaven where there is thanks given for the harvest, for the bounty of the sea. Not so much a festival in Melora's honor. She doesn't go for that kind of thing. She's quite adverse to worship. But it is a festival of great abandon and joy where a lot of the Meloran orcs really throw themselves Satyr-like into a full revel. Theo would be very, very excited to attend a Meloran orc party. 100%. Axel, for you, it reminds you of the end of semester celebration the students kind of get themselves into. There is an abandon here that people are throwing themselves into that only those who are not thinking about tomorrow, cannot think about tomorrow, or are choosing not to think about tomorrow can do. There is no care for their future selves. They are living in the moment in this celebration, and there's almost a fervor and desperation to it, as if people are grabbing onto this with two hands, a light in the dark, this sudden day of joyous celebration, and they are really going to town with it. you pass by a person who the festival hasn't officially opened yet, and as soon as you leave the alleyway, there is a dude grasping an empty bottle passed out on the street already. He has peaked, and it is like maybe 4 o'clock, maybe 4:30, and he is already gone. This dude is already sourced on the side of the street. People are stepping over him. You can see that he's dressed in colourful clothing, possibly a member of the Vistani camp. It's hard to say for sure. He's kind of got some of those features, the traveler's kind of outfit. He's gone. This dude is on the side there. There's a bit of like spittle down his cheek, and you can see kids are taking turns to put little stones in his mouth to see if he wakes up. There's already a party game that's formed around this drunk dude. The rest of the town are equally throwing themselves into this, maybe not equally, almost as much throwing themselves into this party. The festival games that have been assembled along the sides are in full force. Standing, and this is automatically, like, this is very visible to you, a platform has been raised up high into the air, probably about 2 or 3 stories. It's almost as tall as some of the townhouses around. And you can see there is a person sitting on a chair, a massive drop underneath them, and then a giant pool of water. And people are throwing balls against this target, trying to hit this target. So this person, clearly seated on top of a trapdoor, will drop into the pool below. Grinner, who's with you guys at the moment, along with Styx and Sen, looks up and goes, "Yeah, I think I noticed that game getting set up. I suggested they change the water to whiskey, and I offered myself as a body for that, but it doesn't seem like they've got enough whiskey to sort of cushion my fall. So I'll just make do with what I can get in Cupston." What would you guys like to do? The two of you have full access to the festival. It looks like the opening is on the far stage, right across towards the southwest of the main square. There's a stage set up. You can see Aasimar is there. He hasn't started speaking yet. It looks like he's kind of like waving to people, doing a few cheers. People are beginning to gather and move towards the main square. And you can see there's a few people with instruments, a few brass instruments, trumpets and trombones getting set up, ready to start playing to call people over to the main square. But if you want to have a bit of an explore first or head to the stage, it's up to you guys. You've got free reign of the town, Axel and Blood, and then we'll jump in with Theo, Tithla, and Jonor.
I think Axel's first intention is everything was discussed about setting this up and making it confined in like a secure place. So I guess exits, pathways where guards are visible, just saying like, Blood, let's go for a lap and see all the stalls to see what options you have for your beverages this evening.
Okay. Sounds good.
Have a trip around and get just a general vibe / investigate those, I guess, defenses, the strategy.
Perfect. Do you want to make for me then, Axel, an investigation or perception check, or an insight check if you want to kind of read the temperature of the crowd, read the kind of looking for any aberrant behavior? If Blood, you want to make a similar check but a different one, go for it. Your choice.
I was going to say maybe I can just help Axel in this case, sort of put together. With both kind of doing the same thing, so
perfect.
I think with those options, I'm gonna insight and perception are both proficient for me, but I think in this moment I'm not trying to specifically suss out any sus behavior in this moment. I'm just thinking if shit hits the fan, what's the next 3 steps, and being ready to take those. Like, which way am I sending people? Which way am I standing and defending at certain choke points, or where are the fallback positions? So I'm going to roll a perception check to just look through that.
Sounds good to me. 24. You guys are starting off really nicely on the perception check. So what specifically did you want to know first? And then I'll give you some extra stuff as well.
I guess choke points, exit points,
yep.
And then like defendable zone / I guess lookouts.
Yeah. Good news is there's not a lot of major choke points because this festival is set up along the main road that runs east to west through the center of the town. And I've got the town map open for you just there. It's mostly centered around the town square in the very middle there at this big crossroads. And it stretches from the intersection there all the way down to the far intersection towards the west. So you can see it's a main street that's kind of been converted into this festival. There are a number of streets that people can take if they needed to escape. The problem is, Axel, that actually causes a bit of an issue. it would be chaos. If something were to happen in the middle of town, people would scatter. It would be very hard to keep track of them and very hard to know friend from foe in that kind of chaos in that moment. A lot of the larger townhouses are arranged around this area, and you can see that a number of guards have actually been stationed on the roofs with crossbows ready. It looks like Sergeant Amelia has been pretty successful in setting up at least an internal guard for this main street. They are taking this actually fairly seriously as you look at their behavior. At a time like this, you'd expect guards to be a bit distracted, maybe enjoying a drink or two. Whatever has happened behind the scenes since your conversation with Amelia, she has been very successful in getting the guards focused and on task. Now, whether that continues through the whole night is going to be hard to say, but for now at least, this is professional behavior that you're seeing from them. This is what you would expect from the Oxenfurt Night Watch. This is really good. Like, they are genuinely taking note and watching the sky as well as the borders of the festival. They are really keeping an eye out for danger. There are also patrolling groups of guards moving through the festival. Again, joking and laughing with the people, but not drinking, not partaking, occasionally grabbing bites of food, but mostly focused. To be honest, Axel, you're pretty impressed. This is a level of dedication that would be hard for these guards to show in this moment, but it seems like your conversation with Amelia has done a pretty good job of getting them focused.
I think as we're walking around, Blood gets a sense that Axel's nervousness and fear of the festival is starting to fade as he sees that and looks at the rooftop guards and nods to that, like, yep, that's one thing they need to do, and then sees the patrols, yep, that's looking good. And he's going through that checklist. On the map, could you just point to where the church is? Because I know that's been discussed as our major fallback spot.
Church is just up here.
Excellent. Cool.
Cool. As you guys make your way through the festival, enjoying the crowds, the sights, the sounds, Blood, you are handed meat on a skewer. You are not charged for it. A stallholder reaches out and goes, "Oi, you should try a bit of this." Passes it to you. No questions asked. Axel reaches down, hands you one as well. It seems like there's kind of a bit of free food and free samples going. It's not a huge amount of meat. It's like a couple of little cubes for you to try and then come back and buy later. But as you take a bite, the meat is sweet. It is succulent. Probably deer, you would guess. It's got that kind of gamey kind of flavor of venison, but it's been cooked very nicely. And as you gaze over the edge of the stall, you can see they've set up a charcoal pit. They've actually dug out a section of the street, removed cobbles, and set up a charcoal pit. There is no way this was approved. No way anyone signed off on this, but it is delicious. And you can see a number of people are now starting to line up, grab skewers, pay for them. Looks like a couple of coppers for a meat skewer. And you can see out the back, they've got a number of large wooden boxes filled with ice that has meat sitting on top of it.
Blood downs the cubes in mere seconds and then just looks over at the meat. If there's a haunch or something, like a leg, he'll be like, could Blood have a leg? Yes.
You watch as a younger Barovian man, probably maybe 18, 19. He's got the sort of the startings of a wispy, thin bum fluff moustache on his upper lip. Dark eyes, dark hair, kind of swept back, cut quite short, not very fashionable for Barovia. A lot of people have that kind of slightly longer hair. This man's cut his a bit short. You can see it's his family managing this. His father, his mother are working on the main cuts of meat. His brother seems to be possibly older brother. Hard to say. They look quite similar in age, but not similar in terms of appearance. Probably not twins. He's cutting away and getting the grill up and running. As you go to this young man who seems to be managing a much smaller charcoal pit off towards the side, you sort of get his attention. He's the one who handed you the meat skewer. What did you want? Sorry, what was that? You want
a leg? You got leg?
You want a leg? What, a whole leg?
Yeah.
I don't think I've got a price for a whole leg. A silver piece?
Yeah. Blood just he gives him a gold piece.
A gold piece? Okay, yeah. As he looks at the gold piece, he looks at you, looks at the corner, and goes, "Yeah, right, wait, I'll be right back. You stay there, sir, I'll be right back." And with that, he sort of scurries towards the main charcoal pit. Yeah, Axel?
After he does that, I realize that Blood needs a little help with this. So I said, Blood, if you want, as we go around tonight, I can manage your coins so that you don't have to worry about, counting your coins as you get through your drinks. I can take care of you.
Wait.
I have literally not a single piece of coin on me left. So,
okay.
What are you spending tonight? Do you want me to?
Blood has not thought of this.
I didn't even realize you had that gold piece. Like you pulled that from there, I guess.
Blood had some pocket money.
Oh yeah, but now what have you got to spend on booze?
Well, Blood had 15 gold piece. Now he has 14 gold piece.
Amazing.
So got a bit of money. Yes.
Okay, that's a lot of legs. Okay. Yeah, that's okay. All good. Do you want the other half of this? And I hand him the other half of the stick that I got given. It's the custom.
Yeah. A moment later, you watch as the boy returns. He has wrapped a leather strap around the bone of. It is an entire femur of a deer, dripping with meat. Probably they were carving cubes off it. You can see spaces where a couple of cubes have been cut off. This is probably they've been roasting this over the fire, the entire leg, and they've been creating the skewers from this. As he hands over this 9-kilo leg to you, Blood, he also then holds out 5 silver pieces and goes, Dad said it can't be the whole, you can't, it that's too much. So I got to give you some money back.
Oh, okay.
You
Take
5 silver pieces.
Just take the money back.
A very ginger. I kind of look at it a little bit confused, and I'm like, no, you should take at least 3.
No, my dad said it's too much. He gave us too much.
You put in pocket. Yes, you get a drink later. Yes.
I'm
drink with Blood tonight.
Are you sure?
Oh, of course, Blood is sure.
I know. I mean, my dad told me to be a bit careful about Outlanders, but you guys are lovely. Thank you so much. Yeah. Thank you.
We shall drink well tonight.
What is your name? You can call me Marcus. I've got to be here for another couple of hours. But I mean, where do I find you so we can grab that drink? I've got to buy you a drink.
Blood is tall. You will see him.
Blood is tall. I will see him. Okay. Yep.
Yeah.
Then you hear a woman's voice call out, Marcus! Sorry, I gotta go. Yeah, thank you so much. Pockets the 3 silver pieces. That's very okay. I finished the quicker we get through this meet, so feel free to buy more. I can enjoy the festival sooner.
Okay.
Blood, you are holding 9 kilos, an entire deer's foreleg. We can't hear you, Josh. Are you doing little sound effects for us? You're muted. Oh, okay. Looks like you were leaning down to do little sound effects, but he's eating. I can see now. He's enjoying the leg of deer. He's smashing his own.
Yeah. But just walks around very happy. The little legs, the turkey legs you get at Disneyland.
Yeah.
If anyone's ever had them, that's just Blood walking around all happy with this.
This is 2 hands, buddy. You leaning it sideways. This is huge. I mean,
in that case, I'm walking around eating it.
It's like a giant corn on the cob for you. Just yeah. This Blood. This is your meal tonight and the next 2 days, right here.
That's fine.
That's fine. Cool. You can add haunch of venison to your inventory. It is perfectly charcoaled. The skin and the very thin layer of fat underneath is caramelized and cooked to perfection. The meat is succulent. Whatever they've roasted this in, there's some sort of marinade that's been put on it. It's subtle but herby. It is phenomenal, Blood. It is so good as you down this. Grinner sort of leans.
A great club when used as a weapon.
Yeah, it does count as a great club when used as a weapon. You beat me to my joke a little bit later. Grinner was about to ask. I was about to have Grinner go, if we get into a scrap, could I borrow that, please? I think it's better than my wooden duck.
Just to expedite that, Blood would be like, yes. And,
Oh, that's fantastic. I've never beaten a man with meat before. I'm looking forward to it.
Oh, well. There's a first time for everything.
Raph's not here. I can make his character say whatever he wants. Plus, he doesn't play Gruner anymore. I can make him say whatever I want anyway. Perfect. Let's jump over to Theo, Tithla, and Jonor. As you scream into the air, Theo, flapping your wings up over the townhouses, you watch as people point and call out, seeing this giant eagle flying overhead. There's a few cries of alarm. A few guards begin pointing their crossbows up before realizing, oh yeah, this is the giant eagle we've seen flying around a few times. We know his story. It sounds like they've been kind of briefed by Amelia on you at this point. So while there's a few crossbows that track you for a few moments, they very quickly come down. And they call like, all's well, down to the people below. What would you be planning? Where would you be planning on taking Jonor and Tithla? Jonor, are you doing like a detect magic? What's your kind of play here? And Tithla, are you making sort of like perception investigation checks, looking for those children from the air?
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, cool. I figured that's what you were doing.
That's all she cares about.
I got a solid 1 hour on the true seeing. So
sweet.
Theo, you stay within 60 feet, and I can keep on glancing at these people. I've got this torch. Hang on, just give me a moment. Past the light cantrip to be directional, because I've learned that from that curse book.
Yep.
And what looks like us just like spotlighting people who cheer for us is us actually just spotting people, and yeah.
So I guess we fly over the bulk of the people, do a couple of flybys. Theo will be acting like it's a bit of a performance, and swooping down, being that dragon from Bilbo's 111th birthday.
Yes, yeah, the firework. It's actually, this is kind of perfect. This is the Festival of Light that is being like celebrated here. And as Jonor shines down this directional beam of light, people very quickly get the idea that this is part of the celebration. This must be. Jonor, could you make for me? Could I have a performance check with advantage, please? You have advantage from help with Theo. Yeah, performance check, please. I know this isn't your strong suit, but
it's performance. Yeah,
16's a great start. Natural 20.
Wonderful.
Jonor.
All the important things.
Jonor, thank God you used it for this, because I can't imagine a more useful time to use that nat 20 than right now. Jonor, you. At first you start off a little bit nervous. I kind of get the vibe Jonor's not used to being the center of attention in big crowds. It's not something he ever would have kind of chased or strived for. Your time in the university would have been marked by quiet study. Even your
in front of academics.
Yeah, exactly. This is very different. This is an entire town full of strangers, mostly strangers, pointing up at you and looking at you as you shine down this light. And at first, it's very distracting, trying to pay attention and trying to do a bit of performance. And then something in you just clicks. Now, as Theo makes another swoop, you reach up with your arms, pull his claws free, flip yourself over so he's holding you by the legs, and you begin doing like a circus-style performance underneath Theo, swinging from leg to leg, shooting out your hand with little blasts of light as you go, hey, ha, way! As you begin,
get some light, and you get some light.
Full on, and the people really get into it. There are cheers, there are cries, there are calls. You see kids begin running after the giant eagle, laughing. Tithla, you very quickly spot your friends from before chasing after the giant eagle as Jonor goes, wah, wah, wah. And you find your flow, Jonor. The cries, the calls of the town kind of egg on something deep within you, this show off that's been buried for your entire life, crusted over by the heart of an academic, suddenly released as the drama suddenly comes forth. And you are so focused on the performance and your task that really everything else kind of fades away. As you fly over the town, you see no more signs of any undead hidden by illusions. You do, however, spy a familiar face. There is magic glittering around her form, which is what draws your attention. A woman dressed in very fine, very noble clothing, a layered skirt, very, very well embroidered, with a cloak wrapped around her shoulders, partially pulled up around her head. A very faint illusion, nothing significant. All it's doing is slightly darkening her skin color from a very pale white, darkening her eyes to a much more muddy brown from a red, and hiding twin pinpricks, bite marks on her neck, you spy Katerina. She is moving through the crowd, looking around in wonder. You can see in one hand she holds what could only be described as a Blinsky special. It looks like the Dole of Tithla has been recently updated with some extra features, and she is currently holding that in her hand, looking around in bemusement a little bit. Leaving Blinsky's stall, you do spy a stall set up with all manner of toys. You also spy a concerning version of yourself. There are life-sized carvings, these giant statues, like articulated animatronic style statues of the whole party currently on display at this stall. Underneath it, very clearly and happily decries these as the heroic Outlanders from afar. I mean, Outlander and afar is not necessary. Tautology, you don't need both. Blinsky has included both.
Is that including Blood?
Oh yeah, including
Axel?
Blood and Axel. You guys are there too. Yep.
How animatronic are these, and is the next Halloween special of Five Nights at Blinsky's?
No comment. No comment. Fuck you, Has. Why do you always have to ruin my fun? Very vaguely animatronic, and I don't know what you're talking about. Like very minor articulations. Every so often you watch Blinsky run back and rewind the clockwork so that they can begin moving. It's very simple moving of the arms and legs. The one of Killian is in the process of trying to walk away, and every so often Blinsky has to come back and refocus it to turn it back around and have it move back into the tent. The one of Tithla is making this sort of strange squawking noise. One of the springs in the neck, something's gone wrong, and it's going every time it opens its mouth. You can see Blinsky trying to grease it. It's not working. Whatever's going on there seems to be hard-coded in.
Did you make a Styx? Because I feel like there's a certain level of irony of him making a model of a creature that presumably him, because he's immortal, made of a sword already.
I should say the only exception is there is no giant Styx. There is a giant Grinner. The reason there's not a giant Styx is because these are the Outlanders from afar. Styx is not an Outlander.
True. That is true.
Plus, Blinsky's there's something special with Blinsky and Styx, which we're not doing without Raph here. We're not going through any of that without Raph here, so we'll save that for a later date. That's a Raph mandatory attendance, that conversation. But Jonor, that's the only person you see with your true sight, and as you do a few flybys, because of the speed at which Theo is moving, because of the accuracy of your true sight, it really only takes 3 or 4 flybys before you are pretty confident you have seen every member of the town around the festival. It's really only Katerina here disguised with an illusion. No one else is using magic to hide their form. There's no shape changes that are visible to true sight. Really, you think you might have got this?
Very nice, very nice. I do a little subtle message to both Tithla and Theo. We got Katerina's here as well. Just her over there, just under now. There she is.
We will catch up with her later.
I can drop in and go say hello.
No, I have a better entry for us. Seeing the crowd like building from the Jonor's performance,
yeah,
he's going to do a big wide like F-111 flyby around the outside.
You got to bank at like a 90 degree around the town, sort of curving around. Yeah, nice. Yeah.
And then hitting over the
big stage.
Platform.
Yeah.
I'm going to drop a thematic, if not, fully powered moonbeam as a like spotlight.
Yep.
And then like bomb dive down with the 2 of them onto the platform in a little shimmer of moonlight as I reform as Goat Theo on impact.
Do you know what you could do if you
safely put those 2 down?
I was gonna say what you could do is if you dive bomb, land, and then activate the moonbeam for a split second as you step forwards, transforming that kind of this like flash of light is kind of what creates this. Okay, perfect. Axel, Blood, I'm going to say that, and Styx as well, it's kind of, as you guys are making your way over towards the platform, you can see Theo showing off. Well, I say Theo showing off. You can see Theo flying. Jonor, little drama kid over here, doing like a dance underneath the eagle, flashing lights, and doing some like little prestidigitations, little dancing lights. There's a whole magic show going on here.
Axel and I are just like, clapping as well. Like, wow, Jonor!
As you do that final big bank, you can see on the stage Ismark's been very surprised by this, but very welcoming. As he sees you doing this sort of final bank, he gestures to the performers behind him, and you hear this like begin to start as the band begins to like kick into gear. As you then drop down, Axel, Blood, Styx, as you make your way up towards the platform, you see a few of the guys kind of gesturing you. Sergeant Amelia spots you in the crowd, comes over and goes, yeah, you need up on stage. Come on. And it's at that point, as you're sort of climbing up the steps, you watch as Theo down, instant moonbeam, and then transforms back, striding forwards as Tithla and Jonor kind of like pull along behind, both of you getting a very light, I was going to say sunburn, a very light moonburn from this sudden momentary blast of moonbeam. Not enough to hurt, but enough for you to kind of feel it. As you step forwards, you watch as Ismark pulls forth what looks like a tiny metal box with a very disturbingly accurate set of lips carved into the other end of it. And as he holds it up and speaks into it, his voice is amplified through it. Congratulations to our friends, to the Tempest Guild. Thank you so much for coming. Everybody, please gather round, and a moment of silence, please, as silent as we can. There's no change. Oh, yeah?
Thaumaturgy. And says, thank you, bye!
As your voice booms out, as Ismark spoke, there was not really a change in the volume of the crowd. People are crowding around, but there's talk all over. You can hear the sound of thunk as balls are continually thrown against that drop platform. No progress has been made on knocking the person into the water. Right as Ismark kind of finishes that, you then cast Prestidigitation. Something about your voice cuts through the noise and the volume of others more than anything else. It is this
just thaumaturgy to do booming voice.
Yeah. But it's not just the magic. There's something else about your voice. Maybe it's the pitch, maybe it's the tone, maybe it's just the general vibe. But it cuts through the crowd like a hot.
That she demands by.
It is the authority. Yeah, Tithla. You're subconscious. As you're subconscious, I have to agree, Tithla. You're right. It's your natural presence.
They finally respect me.
Yeah. As your voice cuts through like a knife through hot butter, pay attention to me. Everyone turns. I know that's not what you said.
Your tipper has just like smoked like 10 packs a day for like 60 years.
This is Tithla's mum. Yeah, all right, love. You okay? You doing okay? As your point, that's going to derail me. As it cuts through the noise, everyone slowly quietens. You can see Ismark kind of covers his ears for a second as you do this right behind him. You actually kind of blinks, rubs one ear, flicks out a bit of wax, and goes, "Oh yes, thank you, Tithla. Thanks for that.
You're welcome."
Still pressing the shit. Yeah, cool. Still thaumaturgy, I should say. Yeah, cool. Thought so. He winces again as you finish that. And goes, look,
sorry.
Citizens of Vallaki. Citizens of Kresk.
Citizens of Vallaki, he said.
You watch as he very slowly turns towards you, Tithla, presses a little button under the box, slows down, leans in and goes, Tithla.
Yeah, what's up?
I've got some really good news.
Is it that I get to keep talking to the whole town?
You know how you're doing this magic. I've got a little box that does it too. It's all good. I've got this covered.
Oh, okay. It just didn't seem like you were demanding the attention of the whole town, but that's okay.
You've done it for me. I do have a quick request though. Something very important that only you can do.
Oh, is it finding Amber? Because I found her.
Can I get you to stride right to the front of the stage there, and I want you to pick the most heroic pose you can think of, and can you hold that pose for a little bit, and then change poses, and then hold it, and then change, and I want to see. I mean, this is a tough challenge. I want to see 8 heroic poses by the time I finish.
8?
Yeah. Different ones.
I only know 7.
Well, then you've got 7 poses to come up with an 8th.
Oh, I don't know if I can do this.
That's okay. I believe in you. I actually believe in you, Tithla.
Freezes. Like, she's Draken with beard trying to come up with.
Ismark nods. Mission accomplished. That'll do. Ismark nods. Tries to.
She's just counting 1, 2, 3, 4 on her fingers to 7, and then starts again and
Cool.
gets to 7.
Ismark will take the win. He presses the button under the box. Citizens of Vallaki, citizens of Kresk, citizens of Barovia, and our guests, Vistani, who travel these lands, any outlanders among us. Today marks the first Festival of Light. A festival that I hope will become a yearly tradition here in Vallaki. A place where we have faced some dark times. All of us have in these lands. But things are different now. We are different now. We no longer fear the night in an unhealthy way. We understand its dangers. We no longer fear each other. We understand each other. We are not that different. All of us want to live. All of us want to strive for goals, for aspirations. And all of us deep down want to look out for each other. That is how we survive this dark place together. And so, it is my great joy to announce the first Festival of Light. My plan, my hope, is that we can hold it in Vallaki, in Barovia, in Kresk, on alternating years, to come together as a community, to have a light in this dark place as one. I have been given the incredible responsibility and burden of taking over burgomastership of this town, and I promise that I will seek to serve you every day. I will work hard for each and every one of you who have the honor of living in this fine town. But firstly, I need to thank some incredible people. Spoilers, they are standing here right with me, the members of the Tempest Guild, outlanders from afar, from a land very different to our own, but one that has inspired heroics and heroes who have become an inspiration to us. So please, can we have a cheer for Jonor, Tithla, Theo, Blood, Axel, and Styx, as he turns and sees you're not there, Killian. He stood then looks at all of you kind of like, the fuck's Killian? And then just powers through. And Grinner, the members of the Tempest Guild. And then the crowd goes wild. People cheer, people call out. Jonor, you spotted her before. You can see Katarina gives a little nod. Sen in the crowd shouts out a woo! Does like a wolf howl call out. The people are excited, joyous. Tithla's still counting on her fingers. You see a few of the kids pointing up at you, Tithla. You recognize the group of friends that you made before, pointing up at you in the crowd, gobsmacked that you are there being introduced as a guest of honor at this festival. You've just earned a lot of kudos with these kids. No, you don't notice that, sorry. Tithla's still counting on her hands the number of heroic poses she can do. Thank you, people. I'm not going to keep us here long with speeches. I hate long speeches. So let me open tonight's ceremony with just this. Eat, drink, have fun. Tonight is our night. To us.
Make sure to eat Marcus's meat.
You hear someone call out, weird phrasing! As everyone stands calling out, you hear a number of the store owners call out. You can see Ismark bowing and nodding. And yeah, as the crowd sort of quietens again, he goes, no, seriously, that's it. Go eat, drink, have fun. Seriously, there's no more. That's it, go. Off you pop. Have some fun. Please, go. And there's a bit of an awkward kind of end as people don't really believe him. But it becomes very clear as he turns off the little voice box, turns around and begins chatting with you guys. People sort of begin filtering out. I think that went pretty well.
I think I've got it. Okay.
Okay, quick, go, quick before they leave. And that also contributes.
Everyone as
Yep.
they leave. No, it's definitely after.
It's definitely after, yeah.
Yeah, they're all leaving.
But the people at the front sort of see you doing these poses, and then kind of that even slows it down even more because some of them think there's something happening, some performance or something by you, Tithla. And so the festival really kind of distributes in this very uneven, very awkward kind of phase as people go back to doing what they were just doing. As much like I think that went really well. This is my first big public speech. I think that went pretty well.
Shit, I forgot the 8.
Where the fuck is Killian? That was I sorry, I had noticed. Where is he?
That's strong.
Oh,
I don't
I think he's here, isn't he? Oh, he's. Oh, I thought he was here.
Oh yeah.
It's a little bit weird. Anyway, look. I gesture for him to come in closer.
Yeah. So this is turned off. I promise. As he tucks the voice box away.
Very good. We made a discovery, and it has been attended to. You won't have a problem with that tonight. So.
That is a load off my mind, a weight off my chest. I had figured if you hadn't come to speak with me, either you were on the trail of something already that you thought you could solve, or there was nothing to be found. I am so relieved that you have found something and that it is solved. To be honest, I probably would have been a bit suspicious if there was no disruption coming to us tonight. I'm just grateful for all of you. What, may I ask, what was the situation?
There's a unsavory type of undead that 9 of them that would have been, murdering, and then the recently murdered person would then join the group of murdering.
Oni man.
By Lathander's light, I am very pleased that has been dealt with. Thank you. Please,
you're welcome.
Please enjoy yourselves. Anything you need, put it on my tab for tonight, please. Any food, drink, games, put it on my tab. I'll cover it. As Blood just starts laughing, he watches Ismark looks a little bit uncomfortable for him and goes, within reason, please. I'm not. Do you know what? Fuck it. You've earned it. Go. Have fun. Whatever you need, put it on my tab.
Is that stick of meat bigger than Tithla?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Yes. Yes, it is.
You could be in trouble here, Ismark.
I'm Blood. Where did you get that? That looks fucking delicious. Where do I?
Oh, from Blood got meat from Marcus. Kid, make
Marcus, the butcher's boy.
Yeah.
Right. Well, that's where I'm headed. And then after that, I'm going to try and see if I can knock that person into the water.
Oh, Blood will try that too.
Go. Have fun. I'll catch you later.
All right.
Perfect. Let's jump over with Killian very briefly. You guys have had some fun. Now it's time for me to have some fun. Killian, as you make your way over towards the Vistani camp, you pass by many Vistani leaving the campsite, making their way towards the town for the festival. A number of them kind of give you odd looks. One of them, a very attractive lady, calls out to you, "Party's that way, dear." She sort of does a little twirl in place, looks back at you.
I'm going to see Madame Ava. Thank you.
She sort of gives you a weird look, takes a flower braided out of her hair, holds it out to you and goes, "You're not going to have much fun with Madame Ava. Come with us. We'll have some fun."
I'm fine, thank you. I'll sort of push the flower back into her hand and be like, "Thank you." Carry on going.
She shrugs and turns to her companion. You hear very audibly, really not even a stage whisper, her companion Mandona go "Maybe that's what he's into an older woman. Sorry." She sort of looks back at him as you just make your way, a little blush coming to your cheeks, Killian, as you make your way over towards the Vistani tent. The campsite
I'm
is
probably the same age as Madame Ava.
You're definitely not.
I'm an elf.
Yeah, she's been around a long time.
Loud, yeah.
Yeah. As you make your way into the Vistani campsite, you can see it is pretty much abandoned. Everyone has gone to at least go to the opening and enjoy a bit of time. There's a couple of the dogs chained up near the caravans. They know you, though. You've been in the campsite at least twice with this group of dogs. By this point, they kind of know you. They've been whistled down. A few exploratory barks until they realize that it's you. Calm down on their own, kind of back off a little bit. As you make your way up towards the caravan, you can see smoke curling from the chimney, the colourful wagon in front of you, the steps rising up towards Madame Ava's abode. And as you climb the steps and open the door to step in, the scent of incense, this overpowering, pungent smell, herbal and a bit acrid, assaults you as you open the door and step inside. You hear from deep within the recesses,
Ah, Jonor or Killian? Let me get a look at you. Which one has come to see me tonight?
That would be me, Madame Ava.
Killian. Interesting. The cards were not sure which one of you it would be. I suspected Jonor would be here tonight. Come. How may I help you?
The night is still young.
That is true. Come, Killian. How may I help you? What wisdom do you seek? To have left the party behind, the revelry? Such times are rare in these lands. There must be something of great import that Madame Ava can help you with.
During our
she pulls out the party pooper tarot card and puts it on the table. Yeah.
Pooper. Didn't realise that was one of the cards. Fair enough.
Yeah, see here, the man is taking a dump on himself. It's a metaphorical dump. No, she doesn't say that.
It's into a portal that then just...
Yeah, he's got a dimension door set up. Yeah.
Image.
See here, the man is surrounded by grass that he must touch at some point in the evening. I know. How may I help you, Killian?
During our last rather tense encounter, you'd mentioned about bringing the others through here. I have no idea if you had any part in my group coming to this place, but it's not really important at this point. And you've also stated that you are locked out of leaving here.
Yes, I am trapped here for the time being. And just honesty between us, I was not responsible for you and your companions coming through. You were brought through by one of my brothers. And that's not to say I wasn't pleased to see you. I was just as happy for you and your companions to succeed. I had the same intents and goals for you as I did for the others.
Okay. I mean, as I said, that's not important whether there's water under the bridge at this point. What I'm interested in knowing is, are you able to move around within Barovia, within this place? Or are you restricted on all movements?
I haven't tried since the attention of the Dark Powers was brought back upon me. I know not whether I risk exposure by travelling in such a way, to their influence or to the awareness of my brothers. I was able to, but I may not be able to now.
Understandable. Okay. I'm looking for a way to get to the Abbey, as it's under threat. It may not be for a few hours, but I'd rather be there to help shore up the defenses for when an attack comes.
Could you move your mic a touch closer to you, Josh? The auto, I think, is just cutting out a fair bit of what you said. That's very close. We're just losing. We're losing a teensy bit of the end of your words.
Okay.
You watch as Madame Ava nods.
Yes, I understand your concern for your companions at the Abbey. I would not be able to transport you to the Abbey directly, but I could get you fairly close. But it does risk observation, interference, possibly interception by the Dark Powers or my brothers.
Understandable. Would that be... I'm not going to say that I need you to do this. I'm going to ask if you would be willing to do this. If not, then I will find another way, but I don't want to risk exposing you to the Dark Powers or to your brothers or anything.
What is your goal heading back to the Abbey? Are you planning on drawing the attention of the Dark Powers yourself, taking on the mantle from my brothers, or is this to protect your allies there?
Protect my allies there.
I promise, if there was another way to get yourselves home, you and your companions home, I would try and help you with that, but there's not. The curse that is on my brothers traps all here. And you would be freeing the souls of your friends, those who died and perished in these lands as well.
The cost is too great for that, though. Another way to potentially free their souls and all of that would be to destroy. Or
I understand. When I offered before the idea that one of the ways to draw the Dark Powers would be the death of a Celestial, that was merely one way. There are many, and I frankly have no preference or care how you draw their attention and show yourself as a more worthy recipient of their blessing and curse. I just want my brothers back.
What would be one of the other ways that doesn't involve me killing a close friend?
That's the thing. The Dark Powers require you to commit an act vile, evil, truly evil. There are many that I'm sure you can think of and imagine.
Well, it seems I'm staying in the town. Wait a minute. There is somebody else I can go speak to. Thank you for your time.
I haven't said I won't transport you.
Are you willing to take that risk? Because if you are, I'll take it. I'll take you up on it.
I would be willing to take the risk if I had an oath from you that your goal was to break the curse on my brothers. I would transport you to the Abbey. I would take that risk in a heartbeat.
That is something that I can't promise. There is not a evil deed that I feel I can accomplish. No. Nothing. There's nothing I feel that I can do that will be evil enough. The fact that stabbing a friend of mine in the back wasn't considered evil enough for the Dark Powers means that I would have to take it that one step further, and I don't think I could do that.
More than one step further, my dear. To draw the attention of the Dark Powers, you must be vile. You must stain your soul permanently with a mark of evil.
I don't think there's anybody within our group that would be willing to do that. So, thank you for the offer. I'm glad that I came to speak to you, but I think I'll have to go find another way to get to where I need to go.
Very well.
And I'll sort of get up, bow, and then I'll walk out. His plan is to go looking for Savonk. I will say though, as for character, because Josh knows that Katarina is in the town.
Yes.
If Killian was to bump into Katarina, that would completely derail everything that he's doing. Because he had a special connection with her.
You have to head through to get to the church, which... Oh, no, you don't know where Savonk is. He was last at the church, but who knows where Savonk is now?
Yeah, that's where I'm going to head first, is to the church.
The church. Okay, perfect. I'm going to save you a lot of time. As you head through the crowds... because unless you take a back way to kind of get to the church, you can. So where the Vistani camp is, you could cut through some of the smaller side streets and get to the church quicker, or move through the festival. If you cut through the side streets, you get to the church. Father Petrovich is there. Savonk is not. He has gone to go enjoy the festival. He's off having fun. Father Petrovich is only keeping the church open as a safe haven. He is very sad that he can't attend the festival. He has sent 2 runners off to go get him some food and drink, and they come back during the conversation, and he eagerly partakes of the delicious snackies before sending you on your way. Take me like, I'm sorry, me boy. Savonk took off. He was very excited for the festivities. Said that he was had worked up quite a thirst these last few days. I wish I could help.
the temptation for me to stay at the church and let the priest go to the festival is really high.
It's an option.
But
yeah, it's an option.
I will. I don't know. Come back to me.
Cool. Jonor, Tithla, Blood, Axel, Theo. There are a number of enjoyable party games and festival events for you to partake of. As you make your way down the steps, Katarina is sort of standing off to the side, having caught your attention, Jonor. She also noticed you quite clearly as you performed your various magical acrobatics. She will make her way over to you a little bit shyly and kind of give you a bit of a wave from in the crowd as she walks over to you, the lot of you, not recognizing Axel and Blood. This dark-haired woman, very tall, under the illusion, which you guys can't see through. She has very pale skin and red eyes, having been turned into a vampire. For Blood and Axel, however, and actually everyone but Jonor, her skin is this kind of tanned copper, eyes are deep brown, hair tied back into a beautiful braid. She looks like she's sort of like mid to late 20s, quite young looking. Dressed in very fine noblewoman's garb, clutching a toy of Tithla. As she sort of gives you guys a bit of a wave, she will introduce herself to you, Blood and Axel. We're going to skip through all of that. Her name is Katarina. She sort of gives a bit of a look to Jonor, Theo, and Tithla to see if she should say more. Merely says that she's from the castle, but is a friend.
Yeah, no, we know Katarina. She's been kind to us before, so I would say a nice acquaintance. Yeah, absolutely. Did you like what you saw? Theo did a great job of flying around.
I must say, I was rather impressed with everything that you were able to do. It was wonderful. I was not aware you were such a showman, Jonor, and Theo. Your wild shapes are certainly impressive. Your druidic powers have grown since I last saw you. Blood, Axel, it's lovely to meet you both. Tithla, I've missed you too, of course. I managed to pick up a little. She holds up little Tithla figure. She lifts up.
That's a very good-looking toy you have there.
It has I don't know if you've seen this, and she reaches down and turns a little dial on the head, and you watch as the face spins. And one side of the face is the green skin. The other that spins around is the horrifically burnt painted skin on the face.
All two-faced Tithla.
Yeah.
It's rather good, isn't it?
Spins it back.
I mean, not really. That was from the time that I got burnt from eaten by an oven.
Do they have blood one?
Yes, they had like real sticks, and you could remove not sticks. She looks at sticks. They had interchangeable sections for the arm, like longer branches that kind of wrapped around your shoulders and down your back. It was rather impressive, I must say. It's been a lot of work on these things. His name was Blinsky, I think. A rather enthusiastic fellow, one would say.
I look to the rest of the party do we know him?
Yes, we know Blinsky. I picked out my Theo toy. I think I still have mine. Yes, we've met him many times before. He is eccentric.
He does good toys.
Is Sen here with us?
Sen is with you guys as well. Sen. So Sen wasn't up on the platform with you. It looks like Sen and Katarina have had a little bit of a catch up before you guys have rejoined them.
Then at her compliment and in greeting to me, I give her a big sweeping dramatic bow and said, "Oh, it's a pleasure to see you again, Katarina." And then just give her an overly showing greeting, and then a quick perception to see if Sen got a little bit jealous at it.
The temperature has dropped by about 2 degrees as you give an over-the-top bow, and you watch as Sen tuck something into her pouch that looked like she was going to try and show you, but now is not going to, on account of you being a cheeky little fuck.
I wasn't doing it too overtly, I just wanted to see how she'd react to it.
Just there's a little bit of a, I didn't get this, what the fuck?
I mean, she got like a running hug with a dead grin when I met her.
To be fair, she did also. Yeah, okay. To be fair, in that case, then it's less of a drop of temperature. You watch as Sen kind of looks at you, do this elaborate bow, and then copies it a little bit mocking as well, because like, oh, my lady, I did not realize we were giving you the proper welcome. And does it for Katerina as well. Does her lordship require anything else? No, thank you. Please, enough of that. Please, I can't draw attention to myself here.
Speaking of which, what are you doing here?
Well, I'm here to partly enjoy the festival and also partly to keep a watch on the town. I am here to report back for certain things occurring and
as you can see, the party is going as intended. I think everyone has been going.
That is the perfect time for the fan art of Sen, Katerina, and Theo to come up in that moment. That is fucking amazing timing. You watch as Katerina kind of nods.
There is one other thing. Theo, at some point in the night, the next hour or so, I've been instructed to escort you to a meeting outside the town walls.
I plan to go there myself, actually. I guess he has read my mind. Well, let us enjoy the party.
You say he has read my mind, can you roll me an insight check, please?
Yeah, hang on.
No.
Insight, you say?
Just a little insight check for me, please. I just need to see. I've rolled for Katerina on that, and I just want to see if you spot something.
Okay, so I can't actually have Roll20 open right now. For some reason, it's cratering my...
That's okay. So what I'll do, I can roll a d20 for you in Roll20, and then we can just add to it whatever your bonus is. Is that easy? Oh, no.
I rolled it.
Oh, good. Okay, because I rolled a 2. I'll save that for something else. What did you roll?
Next time you need to perceive something.
I rolled a 12.
A 12. Okay, is that... Okay. Nah, nothing interesting. You don't notice anything. All good.
Just a turn of phrase.
Yeah, just a turn of phrase.
If I die, I die.
Yeah, possibly. Yes.
No, so that works well. Well, until then, we have a party to partake in. Need to do a good showing of this, or plans will not come to fruition. Is there anything else? He was meant to deliver something to me?
She nods.
That is the other reason I am here.
Mm-hmm.
She reaches down and pulls out a small pouch around her waist, Theo, and hands it to you. Best not to open this inside the town. I would wait until you are somewhere safe to open this. I have been told it will expand upon opening and be quite hard to move once you unclip the clasp.
Okay, that is cryptic. It was meant to aid with this, but okay.
Just make sure you are not in the main street when you do it. I said out of town. Poorly phrased. I meant...
Okay.
Yes, out of the town square. Make sure you are somewhere a bit more private when you unlock this, okay? It will expand into a large chest that you can take things out of, but once you close it, that will be it. It will fade away. It is a once open thing.
Okay, that is very interesting. I'll keep that in mind. I'm immediately tuck into the bag of holding. So any potential...
What do you place this into your bag of holding?
I
did. It's funny. I heard the words, I placed this into my bag of holding. Did anyone else hear that?
He doesn't have one because it's on Jonor.
Yeah. I would have to talk to Jonor, and Jonor would have told me that's a bad idea.
As you reach out for Jonor's bag of holding. Jonor, there's clearly some kind of extra planar thing going on with this. As Theo asks for your bag of holding, I'm going to rule that as a wizard, you know this is a very bad idea.
What are you going to do with it?
I was going to store it inside so it doesn't turn into another magic ball situation.
No, that thing, that's an outside kind of object. The going interdimensional to it's a bad idea. Don't put one inside the other.
Okay. Fair enough. I'll bow to you, and all right, I'll tuck it away. Thank you for that. Yes, well, I'll use that when the time is right.
Right, it's been way too long since I've had a drink. Can we? And she points over towards the Blue Water Inn's outside area where they've set up a whole series of barrel-shaped stalls with various wines and spirits ready to go.
Blood was just going. Let us go.
Perfect. Now, could I please have from Tom and Ash, could you each please roll me a D8? This isn't specific for you. I just need to know which kind of... Okay, 6 Oh, do you know what? And I'll take my 2 as one of them as well. Perfect. This will work really nice. Oh, that's not a D8 though. That's all right. I'll take the 2 as one of them. This will work. A D8, please, Axel.
Oh, I thought
I need yours as well.
5.
A 5? Okay, awesome sauce. So we've got a 2, a 6, and a 5. Brilliant. Okay. So who is heading over to alcohol? Who is heading to food? Who is heading to games? Or do you want to stay as a group and do all 3? One after the other.
Heading for drinks.
Alcohol. Yep. Axel, alcohol. Cool.
Good starting point now. Theo will kind of link arms with Sam and guide her over to the drinks. Really playing some mind games here.
Okay, perfect. Tithla.
Tithla, behind them, puts her arm like in and under Jacob's wing, mocking them, and then like does a little skip behind them.
Perfect. This works out quite nicely, Tithla, as you're kind of behind mocking them. As you pass through, you catch out of the corner of your eyes as the rest of you arrive, begin downing whatever drinks you'd like, wine, beer. There are a couple of different types of beers, some ales, some lagers, as well as a saison, which is kind of like a wine-ish like beer that's been kind of barrel-aged. There's some really experimental shit here that Erwin has pulled out of his cellar that normally the people of Barovia would not be able to afford nor appreciate. Tonight at the festival, people are drinking like it is going out of fashion. There are wines, whiskies, as well as some very rough bourbons. We're talking like moonshine bourbons. It is all covered. You do not have to pay anything for this. As soon as you let them know it's on Ismark's tab, Ismark has got the word around these stalls. You do not pay for things tonight. So I guess what I'm asking for is a constitution saving throw from everyone who's drinking alcohol. Is I guess what I'm asking for.
If he's extending that to Grinner, he is going bankrupt.
Yeah, Grinner has, he doesn't know this yet, but Grinner has a cutoff point that Erwin is keeping track of. there is a, I'm worried about getting some sort of liver damage and needing a new liver again kind of situation. So I'll need con saves from Jonor, Axel, Blood, Killian, and Theo. While that's happening, Tithla, 25 from Blood. Blood, you're fine. This is water. This is weak shit. No one has tasted the, I would say, the potent ales of the Meloran orcs brewed with seaweed and coral. And it is an intense brew, a heady brew. Absolutely. Hallucinogenic, some of them. Axel, 14, you're pretty sturdy, but this is good as you hit the hard stuff. Axel kind of strikes me as a bit of a whiskey or beer drinker, would be fair to say. Yeah, cool.
Yep.
Or are you going for the moonshine bourbon? The cheap sport?
I was actually thinking of having the most like gut-wrenching things, but I actually think I'm going to stick with sitting with a beer with occasionally a whiskey of going, we've survived the hour.
Yeah.
So I can, I'm not getting wasted.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to let it simmer Axel's nerves and reward himself for the last 24 hours of preparation.
You're not getting high elf wasted, you're getting gently dark elf sloshed. Sweet. While all of you are enjoying your drinks, Tithla, as you're kind of paying attention to Jacob, not grabbing an ale or a beer or a whiskey, but there are beers designed for the children. This is like medieval kind of thing, and people did drink beers instead of water because water is dangerous and full of bugs. The alcohol kills that stuff. So very weak beers and kind of like more fruit beers. There's like a fruity mellow, which is kind of like a fruit mead. Tithla, very low alcohol content, like drinking candy. It's fucking amazing.
I think she would probably grab a couple of pieces of fresh fruit and pop that in her milk.
Nice. That's almost carrot cake soup, which is very impressive. Yeah, nice. As you add some slices of fruit to your milk and begin sipping away. As you turn next to you, you hear another voice calling out, asking for milk with fruit pieces in it. And as you turn to your left...
Macy, is that you?
As you turn to your left, you see a goblin.
Huh?
Maybe 17, maybe 18. Long green hair, flowing green robes, sipping from a glass of milk. This is a community summoned NPC. And as you both sort of get handed your milks with fruit and kind of turn and look at each other, do a bit of a double take, you watch as the goblin with these like bright, keen eyes looks over, kind of cocks his head and goes, who are you?
Who are you?
I'm Tithla.
I'm Tithla.
What?
What?
Why is your name so similar to mine? Did you just?
So similar to my name?
Why are you trying to protect? I haven't seen you before. Are you copying me? Well, no, because you're speaking second, so logically it has to be you copying me. You watch as he slowly holds up a hand in front of him and reaches forwards. Do you hold up the wrong hand? Do you hold up the other hand? You just slowly touch each other's faces. It's just like a face bump. Yeah. Tithla sort of like looks and goes,
Should I fuck that bit up?
Yeah, me too. I'm sorry about that. That was embarrassing.
I'm Tithla.
I'm Tithla.
Tithla?
Yeah.
Cool name. Where'd you come up with that?
Oh, I didn't come up with it. I was, I don't really know where I got it from. I guess my parents?
Me too. That's where I got my name.
We've got so much in common.
Oh my god. Do you want to go play a game?
You read my fucking mind.
Mr. Drinks person, can we take these cups with us or do we have to leave them here?
You watch as Erwin looks down and goes, these are glasses. I would prefer you don't lose them, please. That's way too close to Strahd's voice. Sorry, let me try that again. I just saw Tom do a double take and I was like, my bad. Enjoy your drink, Tithla. One goblin, two goblin. One piece of cantaloupe in your milk. Sorry, let me grab Owen's voice again. You can't take these glasses away from me. Finish them first, and then you can take them off and go play games.
Okay.
And Tithla, like,
Yeah, Tithla as well. Just like necking this.
Milk
Yeah,
pouring
pouring down.
Bits of fruit left in there. And
Yeah.
in there,
Yep. As Tithla turns and looks to you, you can see there's a large chunk of apple stuck to the side of his cheek, and he looks at you, and goes like, "You missed a bit. You missed a bit just on you."
On you.
He reaches out, takes yours off your cheek.
Tithla grabs in the mouth
as they eat them. This is weird. All right, let's go. I want to. Do you want to dunk that? Do you want to dunk that fool sitting on top of the high chair? I mean, look.
Oh my god, yes! I didn't even think about dunking him. I was just going to throw tomatoes at him. But...
You watch as Tithla opens up a little side pouch full of rotten tomatoes.
Oh, they're rotten.
Yeah, they squish better.
Oh, I didn't even think about that. That's great.
Yeah. Oh, I got in so much trouble when I did this to my mates.
Me too.
Perfect. As the two of you run off and have fun, go and have fun with Tithla. Sitting next to, I'm going to say Blood for this one. What was the next one we had? 5. Sitting next to you, Blood. Got another community summon NPC for you. I couldn't find any place to put this one. Someone summoned me. As in me, Owen.
Oh, you. Okay.
Yeah, me. Not the Dungeon Master. Well, I guess the Dungeon, but me. There is a man sitting at the bar next to you, currently sipping away at a beer. You can see every so often he's kind of like pausing and thinking about it, having like a few sips, being like, yeah, I don't know about this one. Slightly longer, shaggy brown hair, dark brown eyes, slightly unshaven, thicker moustache than matches the beard. Dressed in just a very casual linen tunic and linen pants, kind of sipping away. As he sort of turns towards you, goes like, "Hey, I can't recommend this. It's like a fruit beer. It's very sour. I'm not a fan.
Oh, really?
What are you drinking? That looks good.
Blood does not know. What is Blood drinking?
Blood, what would you order?
Blood would
Whiskey,
probably just
beer, ale, lager?
probably like one of the more hearty sort of ales, I guess.
Ooh, okay, there are some dark beers as well if you're a fan of like a porter or something a bit more...
Yeah.
Oh, a bit meatier? Yeah, cool.
I'm here like a stout or something.
Yeah, like a really thick stout. Caramel notes, little bit bitter kind of start, and then a really smooth... It's excellent. What can I... He sort of like gestures over towards Erwin and goes like, what's your process and thoughts on a drink swap? I don't like this one. Can I swap it for a better one? And he watches Erwin kind of like looks a bit taken aback and goes like, no, you bought that drink. You will finish that drink. Or don't finish it. I don't care, but buy another drink.
It's okay, Owen. Put it on your Smarks tab for friend, eh?
He watches Erwin, nods, goes, fine, whatever. I'm being paid anyway, so I don't care. Wanders over, puts the glass of dark beer down in front of this character, kind of like nods, goes like, thanks, stranger. Much appreciated.
Name Blood. What is yours?
Blood?
Yeah.
Nice. Owen.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Where are you from?
From here. Yeah, no, from here.
Yeah?
Yeah. I mean, I was going to ask where you're from, but it's pretty clear you're an Outlander. I mean, no offense, just, tattoos are sick. Don't get me wrong, I love them. The tree design?
Very talented artist. Do this one.
A very talented artist did not do the Blinsky version of you that is over at the... I don't know if you've been that way. He's made like life-size statues of you and the other Outlanders.
It's not good?
I mean, it's vegetation that he's drawn. I wouldn't call it a tree.
This no good.
Yeah, it's a flower.
People know. A flower?
It's a daisy, to be precise.
Meloran, okay. I will speak to this Blinsky, yes?
Yeah. The one on your shoulder, what's that depicting?
That is that the one with the Sahurgan fight on the shoulder? Or is that
you got two shoulders, up to you. It could be that one for sure. Yeah.
There is a sea creature where Blood is from called Sahurgan, and that is Blood striking down leader of Sahurgan in battle.
You might want to check that one too.
What?
The version, the big version, the full side, the scale, the version, the painting. It's not that.
What do you mean, Owen?
It's not that. I'm a bit scared of. Look, I'm just the messenger. Okay, please.
It's okay. Just tell me.
Well, it's you defeating a sea creature.
What type of creature?
Well, it's fish adjacent.
Elaborate.
It's a very small guppy. And you've got, what I presume, is some sort of like implements for picking it up. It's sushi. You're picking up sushi. It's a yeah. I'm so sorry.
So not even good fish. Oh. That is disappointing.
Sorry. I mean, way cooler in person, gotta say. The tattoo's fantastic. The ones that Blinsky has done less so. Sorry.
Okay. Thank you for telling me truth, Owen.
It's okay. My pleasure.
What do you do here? What do you do here? You know,
not a lot. No, not a lot. Kind of just sort of bum around and tell stories sometimes. That's it, really.
What story?
Yeah, I'm master of the dungeon. People come for 2 hours twice a week. They come to my dungeon. Yeah, and I satisfy them. Yeah, it's great.
You have a You have a good story to tell then, yes?
Look, I hope so. Hard to say. Hard to know.
What is story?
It meanders sometimes, and I get a lot of like input from other people, and sometimes the input really has me just thrown for a just no idea what I got. I got to work things in. Sometimes people do weird stuff, and I just have to. I take requests, and sometimes people's requests are really hard to manage. Yeah, it's getting really fucking meta now.
They're advertised as short stories, but last way more than.
Yeah. I promise I'll get it done in about 30 minutes. 30 years later, we're almost wrapping up. Yeah.
Oh, well, that is good then, storyteller Owen.
Cheers. Thanks for the beer. I'm going to have a bit of a wander around, check out some stuff. Really appreciate it. If I can buy you a beer in return. Kind of sounds like your drinks are organized for the evening, so maybe another night I could buy you a beer and find out some of your some of your tales.
Sure, sounds good. I'm going to go talk to that Blinsky. Good, we'll talk to Blinsky. Sort this out on.
You watch as he sips his drink. Yep, good luck with that. Then wanders off.
Yeah, cool.
Perfect. Our final, the 2 that we rolled. Theo.
Yes.
Hello, friend. As you begin moving through the town, this one is not a community summoned NPC. This is just a random one. As you begin moving through the town, checking things out, having a bit of a look around, your drink in hand, your revel underway. You've got Sen and Katarina with you, correct? I think your plan was to kind of travel with them a bit and have a few drinks with them. Yeah. As you sort of like begin moving away from the bar with your drinks, a man stumbles and pours part of his drink down over your tunic. Oh, so sorry. And as he stumbles back, you can see this is the same man from before who had been passed out. Oh no, you don't know who this is because you were flying. For Axel and Blood, this is the man you saw passed out. There are tiny pebbles he's still occasionally spitting up from inside his mouth as he kind of stumbles over towards you. As he spills his drink on you, actually kind of leans out, reaches up, takes off his shirt and begins to brush you with it, trying to dry you off.
Yeah, I got it. You feel... I'm sorry, mate. Sorry, just clear that up there.
And then throws up all over the ground in front of you.
Well, you clearly partied not too hard. I respect it.
I respect you, you goat boy. Your furry legs are really soft.
As he reaches down and begins stroking your thigh.
Well, thank you. I see you know the traditional Bay greeting. Now, what say you to a pipe challenge?
All right.
Whip out my panpipes and just start laying down a mad tune on this dude.
Well, let's let the performance check decide that, please.
I mean, he's vomiting with pebbles in his mouth. I think I got this one.
Hands are weak, palms sweaty, pebbles in his mouth as he vomits all. Yeah. Let's go. What do we got for our no con 13. Needed for a shot? 13. Okay. I'm going to give this man disadvantage because of his current inebriated state. Oh, yeah. Yeah. 4. As you like, just doing this really fun little ditty. A few people around you begin to clap. You watch as a man jumps up on the bar and begins like doing a little jig. The drunken man in front of you goes,
I've got a drum.
And he reaches over, grabs one of the cups, turns it upside down and goes,
bam, 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 bam.
As it begins hitting on the underside of the cup. Yeah, it is atrocious. It's not too long before a woman strides through the crowd, takes one look at him and goes, oh, why are you like this?
Having fun with strangers.
The woman turns, she goes, are you having fun? You can tell me if you're not and I'll just take him away.
Surprisingly, it's fun. I mean, he put the drink on me, vomited on my feet, and then stroked my legs, but you know, all in all.
You watch as she slowly like covers her face, shrinks into her shirt a bit, goes, I'm so sorry about my brother. I am so sorry. I'll just direct him away. How about that? We'll get a very special drink for you. How does that sound, Jar? Yeah.
A special drink.
She reaches over, grabs a flask of water and goes, here, yummy vodka. Just begins necking this big old jug of water as she sort of pushes him away from the party. Goes, I'm so sorry.
It is not the problem. It's the party. As long as people are making merry, I am fine. Have a pleasant evening.
Merry? I never even met her.
As he's just sort of like led away, calling out randomly.
Shall we go play a party game?
So, yes, Sen is very up for a party game. Yes, I fucking beat your ass in a party game. I've been practicing.
Competitive.
So, my question is, who would be playing what games? I reckon we've got time for each of you to have a go at one of the games. We've got a few that stand out. There is a version of 10-pin bowling that has been set up. A lane, very large ball. The balls unfortunately seem to have been constructed by Blinsky and are heads that you roll. You reach into the mouth and the eye sockets and roll the severed it. It looks like Blinsky was responsible, and you're knocking over the headless bodies of these giant. Like, it's really quite disturbing. There are zombie-like heads slowly rotating with their mouths open that you have to throw balls into. There's a little archery minigame. There's the knock the person off the perch. There's a minigame where you are given... So for the archery minigame, it's not with your own bows. I just want to stress that, sorry. You're given a little toy bow that you use and shoots like a very small arrow towards a target. There's also a game where you have to throw little figurines to knock down these moving figures. There are some that look like people, some that look like monsters. Essentially any kind of carny game that you can imagine is here on display.
Is it like a hit the bell, like, you know, like the strength test?
Oh, there's a strength, like, yeah. So there is a massive, there's a strength one for sure. Yeah. Fantastic.
The second Blood is talking about that, like, we see that and I'm like, yes, we're gonna compete in that.
Fantastic. Axel and Blood. As you make your way over, you can see a very muscular woman. She looks like she is in her maybe 30s. She is 7 feet tall, an Amazonian woman. And as she stands there flexing her biceps, you are all so weak. Can none among you ring the bell? As she calls out through the crowd. He watches a man, probably the blacksmith, judging by the apron he still has around him, the soot stains, as he walks away dejected, handing back the enormous comedy hammer to her, which is basically 2 giant fists punching outwards from this kind of central shaft. As she takes it and goes, pathetic! He just goes, oh, and tries to walk away through the crowd as everyone's like, boo, you suck. As she sort of spies, she goes, oh, the Outlanders! Perhaps you have a muscle or two to show on display today?
Blood has love heart eyes looking at this woman. Because he is slightly drunk and is like amazed at this physique. Yes.
If she had pointed ears, tusks, and green skin, you could mistake her for a Meloran orc, Blood.
Yeah, he's right at home.
Yeah.
Blood is like, yes, Blood has muscles. I will hit the thing.
But does Blood have muscles more than Greta?
No, I have more muscles.
Blood has big mouth. Greta can say that. Here, try Blood. See if your boasts can match your strength.
Blood will immediately fly into a rage and just smash the thing as hard as he can.
Could I please have an athletics check with advantage, I believe, because of your rage?
Because I'm raging. Yeah, absolutely. That's funny. An athletics check? Amazing.
Yes, please.
I'll hold the Marcus meat while he uses the weapon.
You can just call it a haunch of venison. It's not necessary to call it that.
Sorry.
Wholly unnecessary to call it Marcus's meat.
No, please do. I love that. We're calling it Marcus's meat.
Axel's like, here, Blood, let me hold Marcus's meat for you. Let me hold your meat while you attempt this act of athleticism. 24, Blood.
Yeah.
What? So your rage, the driftwood on your arms grows in size with you. They kind of bulge. Spectral branches begin to wrap around you, strengthening your muscles. And as you pull the hammer free, you jump and slam it down. Is there any other flourish or thing you would be doing to kind of ensure this is the performance of a lifetime?
Can we just yell a little bit in Meloran?
Oh, okay.
A little bit of Meloran slips through. The orcish sort of speak.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I guess there's like this aura. As I do rage, there's like an aura of light that sort of like emanates from me and everyone. I think whoever wants to get some healing would probably get some healing, I guess.
Maybe the blacksmith whose like soul has been crushed by his failure. Yeah. As he's kind of like perked up as these branches reach around and just gently just like boop him on the nose and then disappear down again. The blinding flash of light makes it hard to see what just happened.
Yeah.
But the satisfying ring of that bell, the tone that echoes out, blood is beyond pure bliss for you in that moment. As you like slam down, there is this crunch, the sound of the bell ringing, and then a crack. This sharp sound of wood partially splitting. And as the light kind of dies away and as you stand there, you can see the top of this giant pillar where the bell connects has actually broken a little bit. The wood has splintered around the top. You rolled a 24, mate. Like, if it had been a natural 20, it would have flown off the top and disappeared up into the sky. You watch as Greta sort of like open-mouthed, holy shit!
Yeah, that is the strength of blood. And I just like beat my chest.
She strides up next to you, grabs your left arm and holds it into the air. We have a winner! And you hear the crowd, blood, blood, blood. And then you hear a voice, you hear Greta call out, I present to you Blood the Outlander no longer. This is Blood Bell Smasher! Blood Bell Smasher! Blood Bell Smasher! As the cry begins to take up around town.
Incredible.
Fantastic. Best day of your life. Axel, did you want to partake of the strength-based game?
I was thinking about it, but that moment's too good. And I just turned to Blood and say, I don't think I can beat you on that one. Your game looks a little bit broken, miss, but
I'm sorry. Blood is sorry.
There is an axe throwing mini game. Axel, if you wanted to have a go with that does throwing your weapons does kind of seem to be a little go for you. They're throwing them at a cardboard cut out of a werewolf or a wooden cut out of a werewolf.
Oh, perfect.
Nice.
Game for
Yeah, I think rather than coming to compete after that heroic moment, I'll be like, yeah you won that one. Let's do another, and I'll lead the way with the next one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Could you make me a ranged attack with your hand axe, please?
Yes, I can.
We'll do it as a ranged attack. Makes the most sense. That is a 23. Axel, your strikes are precise and strong. The first axe splits into the neck of the werewolf. The second one into the chest. The third strikes both axes in the middle. The blade and the shaft strike the axes, splitting them through all the way and cutting the werewolf wooden cutout into 3 pieces that drop to the ground. You watch as the Barovian man currently administering this minigame, this very small, lithe, wiry gentleman, probably in his late 50s, early 60s, who's just shown you the technique and you kind of ignored him, I'm guessing. Axel's kind of like, I know what I'm doing. Shut the fuck up. You can like push him aside and grab the stuff. You watch as he stares there open-mouthed, slowly reaches down and hands you essentially like a little Blinsky toy. Oh, sorry, Blood, your prize. You are given a replica of the hammer that you just used to smash this. It is a little, it's not full size. It's a little replica of the hammer with the 2 fists, and it says winner on it, but with only 1 N, unfortunately.
Why not?
Why not? Sorry. Axel, you are handed another Blinsky. Looks like Blinsky's been responsible for a number of the prizes here. Sounds like Blinsky donated a lot of things for this particular event. You are handed a little figure, a little head with 2 axes in it. and the mouth is big, smiling, like Blinsky smile. One of the eyes is missing, and you are handed this little trophy. The 2 axes split into the skull. It's your like little reward.
As we're like walking, I was just gonna say to Blood, I really want to hand this off to a kid who might enjoy it, but now looking at it, I think this is kind of threatening to hand off.
Yeah.
And then, do I see that from Tithla?
It's not there.
Tithla's over participating in the archery minigame, I suspect, with Tylath. Would that be a fair guess, Tithla?
Oh, I think they're off throwing tomatoes.
Oh, that's right. You're throwing tomatoes at the man on top of the stool. Amazing.
From off the side. They're not actually at the game. They're just near it.
That's really funny. Could you please make me an acrobatics or sleight of hand check, your choice?
Love to. Acrobatics, sleight of hand. Can't I just do a ranged attack?
Yeah, I'm happy to allow a ranged attack. That's fine.
How do I make a ranged attack?
Just do it with your bow. Just do it with your bow. But we'll not add your proficiency. So we'll subtract 3 from whatever the result is, because you're not proficient. Well, is Tithla proficient in throwing tomatoes? There is an argument that
experience in it.
There is an argument that Tithla is proficient at throwing tomatoes at her friends. Yeah, go on. I'm happy to add your proficiency to this. Do it as a ranged attack.
That's a 19.
19.
Button.
Tithla, your aim is true. The tomatoes. Yep. Just a fact. Your aim is true. End of sentence. Your aim is true. The tomatoes splashing against the person's face. The first few times it happens, you actually kind of like looks around surprised, goes, "Oi! Who did that? Who threw that?" And then another one, and then you watch as Tylath, perfect lob, right in, smacks him in the crotch as he's kind of like leaning back, looking around to kind of see who's throwing. He goes, "Oh, the fuck!" As the two of you then begin just lobbing these fruit-based missiles towards him. You watch as he sort of tries to get down, shifts a little bit, and the trapdoor then gives. And as he falls, you watch as he drops, smacks his ass on the trapdoor, and then plummets head first into the pool of water. There's a Wilhelm adjacent scream as he drops down from the top into the large pool of water. For a moment, only bubbles rise to the surface and a single tomato that floats up and begins bobbing in place. There's silence. Yeah.
Sprints, dives into the water to try and rescue.
You can see as you dive into the water, you can see he's kind of just lying there with his eyes like closed, and as you dive in, he kind of like opens them. You watch this under the water, he goes as you like come like flying into the water. Tylath is next to you.
Puts a hand on his mouth to cover it to try and keep the air bubbles in.
Drowning him.
Well, they're underwater at this point.
Yeah.
The air's escaping. You've got to keep the air in.
Tylath is in the water with you, and Tylath hands you a tomato and gestures to his mouth to shove it in to keep the air in.
Tithla does that, and Tithla gestures at his legs to say, "Hey, they're wriggling around. You got to."
Tylath sees the man kicking and quickly pulls out some bootlaces and begins tying the man's legs up while he's still in the water. Yeah.
Okay, and then we lift him up and hoist him onto the.
As he vomits up a section of tomato. What the? Why are you doing this? I just wanted to. What's going on?
I saved him.
Make me a persuasion check or performance check, your choice.
I mean, Tithla 100% believes.
I know Tithla believes this. The question is, do the townsfolk around you believe this? That's the question we need answered by a dice roll.
They're both a -1. So
you pick then, your choice.
So that's a 2 for persuasion, whatever you want.
You watch as one person calls out, "Yay!" Someone turns up and goes, "I just watched those goblins drown that man." So they begin rushing him. "Get away from him, you monsters!" As they begin like gesturing you and Tylath away. As Tyler goes, "No, you don't understand. I'm a medical genius."
"No, I'm a medical genius.
We're both medical genii." So look around. The man is like ushered away. He's like, please leave me alone. I didn't do anything to you. I never did anything to you. It's kind of like gesture where the townsfolk kind of getting in between, unwilling to kind of do too much to you, Tithla, as you've been announced at the stage, but more than happy to call the guards on Tylath, who is then clapped in irons and taken away to the guardhouse as he calls out. Yeah.
I'm sorry. You know, that whole time, Oops.
As he's being dragged away, you watch as Tyler kind of struggles against it and turns to you and goes,
Tithla, I've got something I need to tell you.
What is it?
This is the most fun I've ever had at an event like this.
This is the most fun I've ever had at an event like this.
This is the longest I've ever gone without being arrested by the guards at an event like this.
This is the longest I've ever been at an event before being called a monster. Oh.
Wait for me, Tithla. I'll find you.
I'll find you.
and then you watch as he misty steps out of the, the handcuffs onto a nearby roof and scuttles away.
I was just gonna talk to Captain Amelia, but I was like,
yeah. Jonor, what minigame would you be playing? And Theo, have a think about your minigame too.
Oh, well, the minigame is counting sheep because he needs to get a big
oh my fucking god. You can go join Killian in the boring section. As you wander over towards the church, you two could have a little nap and a catch up. You're going to the inn. Are you actually going to have a nap?
Go to the sleepy town.
Jono's fully tired. I've cast a light a lot of times. I'm really tucking out, guys. Oh, it's been fun. It's like 6 p.m. It's way past my bedtime. I've had a nice bedtime schnapps. I've had my Baileys. I'm ready for bed now.
This is just like the university. They're all having fun, and there's something really important going on. Like, you're not going to prepare for this. It's got to take a rest.
Okay. Go have a rest. Theo, what minigame would you be playing with Katarina instead?
that sucks, dude. Do a game.
Well, he made his choice. He made his bed.
Like I'm committed.
He made his bed. He can sleep.
He literally made his beds.
The minigame who can have the perfect corner fold.
Jonor, there's a little game where you have to haggle over the purchase of well, I'm not going to say what they are, but trust me, you'll be interested in buying these things. You can have a little.
They're small and green. We'll leave it
small
at that.
and green. Yeah. They're unripe tomatoes. Theo, what would you be doing?
Thinking of games that I think Sam would have fun with, and Aaron Katarina is not leaving my side for obvious reasons, and I don't mind having her around. But I think I'll go for that the shoot 'em down game.
Nice.
Now Theo is not very dexterous, but he does know the magic stone cantrip. So
yes, he does.
I'm going to cheat my ass off by a magic stone instead of having to throw them. I'm just cantrip launching these bad boys at to try and impress the girl.
I will allow it.
Make it look like I'm throwing. I'm going to try and make it look like it's all skill. They're just whipping out absolute bullets with each toss of the old coconut.
In that case, then, can I have a spellcasting check? No, look, I'll just take a spellcasting check rather than a performance check. I'll just take a spellcasting, see how apt you are at this and how you are able to kind of get through this.
17 on the spellcasting.
17's pretty sick. This is the first time you've actually cast Magic Stone, I believe.
It is, yes. It's
in that case, then,
probably the third time I've actually used a cantrip besides this entire campaign.
It's you are very proficient, and you knock down a number of the little targets, avoiding the little stereotypical like boys and girls, the human targets, going for the monster targets and taking them all out. You get through all of them. Only one stone misses. You're pretty proud of your efforts. It's a pretty decent go of things, and you are fairly persuasive. Like, there is one person who kind of calls out like, "He's cheating." Someone goes, "If he was cheating, he'd be better at it." Oh yeah.
That's how you get them.
You are handed a little prize of your own as well. The prize is a pet rock, what Blinsky has carved, the little figurines that he used. The rock is enchanted. If you stroke the top of it, it says something to you.
He said that. I wanted for you.
Sen goes, "Oh."
She sort of steps up to try and play herself.
Yeah, Sen immediately goes, "Oh, thanks," and then uses the pet rock as the first throw. Pegs it across the distance. I'll make a roll for Sen. We'll do this fairly. I'll do it as a public roll too. Let's do it as a public roll. Roll a d20 and add her bonus to it. That's another 2. That's another 2.
You're also gifted disadvantage from chat.
I will give.
Theo is.
Oh, have you been given disadvantage, Theo? Oh, you have. Theo, I'm going to need you to roll that again. Sorry, I missed that. So I will need you to roll that spellcasting check again.
Down to a 15.
Down to a 15. Okay, still good. I'm going to use I've got an inspiration that I haven't used. I'm going to use it for Sen to try and do better than this because I think this is only fair. Oh, that's going to be better. That's a 14 base. She's got a +3 to her dex. That is a total of 17. Even your cheating isn't enough. You watch as Sen expertly knocks down all of the targets far faster and far more efficiently. You watch as she sort of like nods, looking at you, chucks the stone in the air, and then reaches around, pulls out the pet rock. She palmed it and swapped them. She didn't actually peg the pet rock. She's doing a little bit to make you a bit more nervous about it. And then give it a pet rock over and goes, here, to remember your loss, and hands it to you.
I must admit, you are very skillful with the rock.
Yeah, I'd say that. I'm pretty good with that stuff, yeah.
This is most impressive. Katharina, did you want to play or?
Oh, that's okay. I there's another game I'd like to try. I want to give the archery one a go.
Very good. I think Tithla will probably be over there at some stage. Shall we go see? Right over there, stroke my little rock.
Perfect. As you stroke the rock, you hear, "I love you," as the rock speaks.
I love you too, Rocky.
It doesn't talk back. You have to stroke the top to make it say stuff.
Pop it in my pocket.
As it slides down the inside of your pocket, you hear from inside, muffled from your pants.
Thank you for the rock.
She kind of blushes as it says that. Goes like,
we have like ghost pockets.
You have a pouch on the belt at your waist. Hey, perfect timing for your artwork to come up. You have a pouch on your waist where you can store things like that. Awesome. Awesome sauce. We're going to wrap up tonight. As the reason I've saved this is because we want this needs a bit longer than what we've got left. Savonk returns to the church, Killian, unless you go into the festival to try and find him. Like hours later, he returns to the church. Killian, would you have gone into the festival or stayed in the church?
Everybody else, chat wanted me to go to the festival, but I think he'd would have gone back, and would have started setting up a bed for Jonor when he noticed that he wanted to go for a nap.
Amazing. Okay, in that case, then we'll come back next week to explore the fallout of that. That is where we will wrap up for tonight. Thank you so much for joining us, everybody. That is where we'll leave things for tonight. No cliffhanger. Nothing bad's happening. It's all going really well. There's nothing to be worried about.
If you don't have to do anything in an hour or so.
It's all fine.
I check that.
Nah, it's all good. You don't have to worry about it. Don't worry about it. We are going to load up a lovely raid for our friends of the channel. We shall take things across to RollTogether RPG. You are doing your Chronicles of Erdrin. I will bring that across now. We shall have that jump in. For those of you watching on YouTube or listening to the podcast, remember the YouTube algorithm needs to be finangled. It needs to have tomatoes thrown at it in the form of a like button press. It needs to be dunked into the water in the form of a comment, and it then needs to have its legs tied and its mouth covered, drowning it in the sea of a subscribe button. So all of those things. Yeah. So thank you so much. We will see you all again later for our Return of the Giants on Wednesday and next week for more Curse of Strahd. But until then, everybody, stay safe, stay well, and see you guys all again soon. Until then, bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.